I'm author Sarah A. Chrisman.
And I'm Gabriel Chrisman.
And today we're discussing Fancy Cycling by Isabel Marks from 1901. This is a very fun book. I almost hesitate to say this, but I'd say the best part of this book is honestly the pictures.
Yes. Honestly, it's photographic evidence of the types of trick cycling that were being done in the very, very early 20th century, and it is incredibly impressive. Honestly, the tricks that I can do out of this myself are illustrated by probably a 4-year-old boy demonstrating them.
Honestly, they're not expecting... So this book is ostensibly written to tell people how to do all these various cycling tricks in the photos, but they were not honestly expecting everybody who bought this book to be able to do all the tricks they're showing. They're honestly... No. It's an aspirational book. It's the sort of book where you pick it up and you look through the pictures and you say, I like to imagine that,
right.
If I was immensely cooler than I am, I like to imagine myself doing these.
There is no way that you can learn how to do this from looking at a picture. These are incredibly challenging acts of balance and coordination, and these are highly physical things, and the only way to learn them is to practice, and be shown by someone ideally who really knows what they are doing.
Right.
These are mostly then to look at and say, wow.
Yeah.
That's basically the idea. Most of the more advanced tricks in here are basically... We would now associate them with flatland riding.
Right, and you worked in the bike industry for how many years?
Almost 20.
20 years. And we basically met one person who could have done everything in this book.
Yeah, and a couple others who could have done some of it.
Right. Yeah. But in 2 decades in the bike industry, we met one guy.
Right,
who
a
could
professional
do these
flatland rider. And
who was amazing.
Yeah.
He was absolutely... I'll put his link down in the text of this because that guy...
Yeah.
Wow.
Yes, exactly. And one of the other impressive things about this, of course, is that we have ladies, dressed appropriately for 1901 who are doing these tricks.
Yeah, absolutely.
And including, balancing on the bike, no hands, while removing her jacket.
My favorite one, though, is the lady in... the full Victorian dress, including her corset, of course, who is jousting on a bike. She's got a sword, and she's knocking heads off of dummies. Now, that lady's cool.
Yes.
That's cool. That's the one I want to be in my fantasy life. I want to be her.
Now, I do think some of those particular tricks have a certain debt they owe to Mark Twain and his... A Connecticut Yankee in King Arthur's Court, in which he represents bicycle jousting and other such things.
Yeah,
and
it's
so
true.
I have the feeling that's where they got the idea for that.
Right, but Mark Twain never did it.
No, of course not.
These ladies actually did it.
Yes, exactly. So,
which is impressive.
Yes.
And I love this book for being able to show people photographic evidence of how cool the Victorians were.
Absolutely.
There are so many horrible stereotypes promoted by so many bad movies about, wilting, weak, helpless Victorian, especially Victorian women. This will just knock all those flat.
Right. And it's about half of the people represented doing the most advanced tricks are ladies.
Yeah,
and,
absolutely.
Including doing...
Well, there's the butterfly dance one.
Do. Yeah, that's incredible. Yeah.
I don't know how she keeps those wings out of her wheels, but
it's impressive. Again,
it's impressive.
These are things it's impressive to see the pictures of. The pictures do not tell you how they really did it.
They try. They try in the text to tell you how to do it.
And that one, at least, they do show you a sequence of pictures.
Right.
Where most of the tricks are just one photo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's a really fun little book. Very short. Very worthy, very accessible.
And it's easily accessible because it is republished.
Yeah, it's been reprinted.
You don't have to find an antique copy to read through it.
Yeah, so it's a really fun one to just pick up and flip through. So I hope you'll check it out and get a copy. Put it, on your bathroom shelf for when people have a few minutes to just flip through and go, that's awesome.
Yes,
that's
exactly.
awesome. So, thanks for watching today. We hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a nice thumbs up and remember to tell your friends about my books. Happy reading!